Star Wars fans, it finally happened. The Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer dropped today, and we saw Inquisitors, we saw young Luke Skywalker, we saw Obi-Wan, we saw it all. So we're going to break it all down right now. So the trailer opens with Obi-Wan in the desert, and he's really far away, but then it cuts to him in what looks like Mos Eisley. We don't know yet, but then he's hard at work. So what does this tell us? This tells us that Obi-Wan has completely cut himself off. He can't be found by Vader. He has to wait the long game for Luke to grow up. He's pretty much Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi. But he has a valid reason for being there. Let's talk about what Obi-Wan has gone through. He just had to kill, or he thought he killed, his best friend. All of it, the people he knew and somewhat loved, gone, dead. Order 66 killed all of the Jedi. Satine's already dead. He killed his own brother, Anakin Skywalker, or he thinks he killed him. So he's got nothing left. Absolutely nothing. The only person he really knows that's still alive is Yoda, and he went off to go chill on Dagobah the same way that Luke Skywalker did in The Last Jedi. But I'm sure many fans will agree that this is a lot more valid than Luke Skywalker going off in The Last Jedi. Whatever, however you feel about Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi, that's besides the point. This is the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer. So he is absolutely devastated. Everybody he knows, everybody he loves, dead in Order 66. And that's why he's out in Tatooine just waiting for Luke to grow up. He's just waiting. He's just waiting. Also just trying to remain hidden so that when the day comes, he can train Luke himself. And then you hear him say, the fight is done, and we lost. It's true, they lost. He's devastated. He's absolutely devastated. He's hiding on Tatooine, just waiting 20 years to train Luke Skywalker because he's got nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's going to be a heartbreaking start to the show. It's going to be just so tough for Obi-Wan to even live each day, knowing that he's got nothing. Absolutely nothing. And he's being hunted down for the rest of his life. The Inquisitors are all hunting him down, and this is when it gets epic because it cuts to Lucasfilm, and we hear the Duel of the Fates. The Duel of the Fates, of course, we heard for the first time in The Phantom Menace when Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon fight Darth Maul. So it's one of the coolest reoccurring songs that happens, and it happens when Obi-Wan is fighting Anakin on Mustafar in Episode 3. So Duel of the Fates means pretty much something bad is going down, and we hear the Grand Inquisitor start talking, and you see the Grand Inquisitor for the first time. Now, a lot of people have a lot of problems with the Grand Inquisitor. So I will say that I'm not very pleased with the appearance of the Grand Inquisitor, but you can't complain about the Grand Inquisitor being in live action. I mean, I guess you can, but you'll just sound like the worst person ever because you're getting the Grand Inquisitor in live action. So his face isn't long enough. Who cares? The Grand Inquisitor is in live action, and I'm sure we haven't even seen his performance yet, but I'm sure it's going to be just fine. We also see the Inquisitor's ship flying up to their base, and it's on this ocean planet, and we've seen this before. We've seen this. If you played Jedi Fallen Order, which is a video game, you know this place. Cal Kestis, you have to break, as Cal Kestis, you play as Cal Kestis, you have to break into this place. And, awesome. This gives us the opportunity to see Cal Kestis. Possibly, probably not, we could see Cal Kestis in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. So the Grand Inquisitor is pretty much saying that Jedi can't help what they are. They have to help people, so we're going to lure Obi-Wan out by just killing a bunch of people and causing danger, so Obi-Wan has to come out to save the day. They can't help it. They're Jedi. They have to save the day. They're the good guys. They need to keep the peace. They want the hope to stay alive. That's how they're drawing out these Jedi. They're just luring them out by finding somebody they either loved or they know, and they're just torturing them or killing them. That's pretty much what's happening at the beginning of the show, and I think it's going to be really dark when the Inquisitors show up on Tatooine and start killing a bunch of people. See somebody who got hung on Tatooine, most likely in Mos Eisley, and you see Uncle Owen there staring at it. So Uncle Owen, we don't know why he hates Obi-Wan in A New Hope, but this could be why. He brings all this danger towards Luke. He brings all this danger to Tatooine, and he's like, stay away. We don't want you anymore. That's why in A New Hope, he is not a fan of old Ben Kenobi. But there's this new Inquisitor that we haven't seen in Jedi Fallen Order or Star Wars Rebels, where we've seen Inquisitors before, but this is a new Inquisitor. And Uncle Owen goes face to face with this new Inquisitor. And she looks badass, by the way, but that's besides the point. Uncle Owen has gone face to face with an Inquisitor. That's why he hates Ben Kenobi. To this new planet we've never seen before. It looks like a kind of Coruscant-esque, looks like Tokyo at night, like all this light and cool whatevers. It's this new planet we've never seen before. It's kind of like Nar Shaddaa. It's been described to be a very bounty hunter-centered crime world. Then you see some more shots of Obi-Wan hiding around in the crowd with his hood on, and he's just trying to stay in a low profile. And then it goes back to the Grand Inquisitor, and he's interrogating somebody, and it pulls out his double-bladed lightsaber that spins around. So in Star Wars Rebels, everybody hates it, but they use these as helicopters. I'm sure we'll never see that in live action, but it starts spinning around and it looks bad ass. And it says between the darkness, and it gives us some shots of the Inquisitors, and then it says and defeat, there is still hope, and it shows Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then we see it and we hear it. The Obi-Wan Kenobi show will be on Disney Plus on May 25th, and in the background, you can hear Darth Vader breathing, as I predicted, the theme that played after he killed the Separatists on Mustafar. The dun 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 dun, and all you hear is. I mean, come on. If you watched my prediction video a few days ago, I was pretty close. I mean, let's be honest, I was pretty close. But this blew me out of the water. I mean, I described what I thought I wanted to see, but seeing it was something completely different. Just seeing Ewan again as Obi-Wan is unreal. It's unbelievable. It's so awesome to be a Star Wars fan right now, so get hyped. If you're worried about the Grand Inquisitor's appearance, don't worry about it. It'll be fine, and I'm sure he might look a little different in the show, and we haven't even seen how the guy performs as this character. We might even love him more than we loved him in the animation in Star Wars Rebels. If you have no idea who the Inquisitors are, if you don't know what the hell's going on in the story right now, you might want to watch Star Wars Rebels and maybe even play the game Jedi Fallen Order before watching this show. And this is only a teaser trailer, so we didn't really get much about the plot of the show or what's going on, but we can pretty much decipher from this trailer that Obi-Wan is just secluded himself on Tatooine, almost kind of cut himself off from the Force like Luke in The Last Jedi, because he's lost everything. Order 66 lost all of his Jedi friends, and he lost Satine in the Clone Wars, and he lost his best friend because he literally had to kill him himself. He is broken. Obi-Wan is broken, and now the Inquisitors are coming to hunt him down. They're coming into Mos Eisley, and they're hanging people, and they're coming to find Obi-Wan. They're interrogating Uncle Owen. You see the Grand Inquisitor, and then you hear Darth Vader breathing at the end. Darth Vader is coming. The rematch of the century is coming. Whew, it is so good to be a Star Wars fan right now. I just can't wait for this show. The trailer came at the perfect time. Everybody get hype. It's going to be unbelievably good. Smash like if you like this video, hit subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a video, and my pretty face will show up in that recommended feed of yours. I mean, Obi-Wan, it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. The rematch of the century. So I'm going to go to sleep until May 25th. So good night. And may the Force be with you always.